Earp's little brother Morgan was a charming devil-may-care young buckaroo. When he came under the influence of Dr. John H. Holliday, Wyatt had a problem. Although Wyatt and Doc were friends, Marshal Earp knew Doc for what he was, an embittered adventurer with a strange code. If a youngster like Morgan Earp started hero-worshipping Doc Holliday, he was mighty apt to pay for it with his life.
Get your hands up, all of you. You, get that box down from the boot. Don't try it. I don't like shooting by accident.
Smiley.
What'd you say?
Nothing. You hearing things?
Shut up. Climb aboard, all of you. Come on, get moving.
Hey, whoa! Let me out of here, will you?
What's the idea, Mord? Your brother be waiting for you at the depot.
I'll see Wyatt in a few minutes. I got an urgent message for Doc Holliday here at the Long Branch.
The tray is out. Burn the queen and pay the jack.
Hi, Doc.
Well, just a moment, Morg. There you are, sir. Frankie, now you take over the table.
Right.
Well, Morg.
How's the deacon?
He's just fine. Haven't you seen Wyatt?
I had to see you first. Back room?
Here.
His mask fell down. Who should I see but Smiley Dunlap?
Smiley? Well, now, that really surprises me.
Cross my heart. The poor clown got himself suckered into a Wells Fargo holdup.
Well, he must have been forced into it.
Point is, Big Brother Wyatt takes a Wells Fargo robbery awfully serious.
He's a Johnny Law by profession, Morg.
He's bound to ask me about the holdup.
Well, now, you just forget you saw Smiley, huh?
Well?
Look, Morg, I like Dunlap, and so do you. He's funnier than Josh Billings and Mark Twain and all the others. Did you ever hear him tell a story about how he cured a giraffe of his sore throat? Now, this is a very funny man, and he's well worth saving.
All right, I won't tell Wyatt. But what do we do about Smiley?
Well, it's simple. We go find him.
Might be a long ride, Doc.
True.
Well, hello, Morgan.
Well, Big Brother. Howdy.
Good to see you. Of course, I'm kind of sorry to see you in such bad company.
Huh?
Morgan, he knows that I am a scoundrel. Your little brother bought the bottle, Wyatt, but he has not touched one solitary drop.
Well, he's of age, Doctor. I'm working on that Wells Fargo heist.
Yeah, I was on my way to you until I remembered I owed Doc $10.
Huh. Morg, I will see you later.
Yeah. Come on, Wyatt. I'm going to give you the best description of a robbery you've ever heard. I was fixing to be a hero. Shoot it out. So the boss of the gang reminded me there was ladies present.
Well, I'm glad you acted sensible.
Thanks.
You recognize any of the gang?
Now, like I said before, they all wore masks.
Well, it's just routine, Morgan, but, well, sometimes you may recognize a voice, you know?
No, not this time, Wyatt.
Well, I'm sure glad you didn't draw a gun. Mom and Dad would have blamed me.
For what happened 30 miles down the road? Come on, Wyatt.
Oh, they still think of you as my little brother.
Ah, little brother.
Now, don't go blaming me. Told you last time I wouldn't treat you big brothers.
Go on in there. Go on. Here they are, Doc. Millen and Griggs. They should know who pulled that job.
Well, thank you, Frankie. You can lock the door. Behind you. Well, now, who wants to talk?
It wasn't our crowd. We've been camped outside of town the last 2 weeks.
Where is Smiley Dunlap?
Smiley? He ain't rode with us for months, Doc. Last we heard, he fell in love with some rancher's daughter.
That is a lie. Smiley has a better sense of humor than to fall in love. Now, I want honest information. I'll give you exactly 2 hours to get it.
We'll try, Doc. We'll sure do our darndest.
You'd better. Frankie!
Yes.
You can let him out.
Let's go, boys.
The cigar smells like one of Doc's.
It is.
I'm getting a little worried about Doc. He's fighting again with Miss Kate.
Why not? She's always yapping at him.
Brother, Miss Kate is a long-suffering wife. Not one woman in 1,000 would have stuck with Doc.
Makes a good living for her, doesn't he?
Money isn't everything to a woman. Don't you ever forget it, Morgan.
All right, big brother. Get to the point.
Look, I'm not trying to lecture you, Morgan. I'm just trying to warn you. You know these men?
Doug Millens and Steve Griggs. You might ask Doc Holliday about him.
He was just talking to Doc in the Long Branch.
Thanks.
Dirty murderer. Anybody here see who did this?
5 or 6 men on horses, Doc. They rode on out of town.
Well, Marshal Earp, why aren't you on horseback galloping after them?
You got any idea why they were killed?
That is your business. Morgan, I want to talk to you. My suite at the Dodge House.
Wait a minute. What's my brother got to do with this?
Not one thing. I merely want to talk to him. Have you any objections?
Yeah, I don't want him messing around in your affairs.
Any law against me talking to Doc? Stop playing big brother.
Morgan is almost as good a man as you are, and right now I believe I prefer his company. Morg.
Brother, if you got yourself into something, you can get yourself out of it.
Just hold your temper, Morg. We can't have Wyatt messing around. Well, door is unlocked. Wait till I make sure Katie isn't here. You know, she is Wyatt's stool pigeon. Katie? Morgan, somehow we have to keep him out of this.
What's it all about?
Griggs and women were going to get me some information on the Wells Fargo job.
Smiley must be in real trouble.
Yes, he is. Do you want to help?
Of course, Doc.
All right. First thing, we got to sneak out of town. We can hire some horses from old man Diedrich. At least he knows how to keep his mouth shut.
Shouldn't we tell Wyatt?
Son, where we're going, the very name of Wyatt Earp would start a gunfight. Besides, Wyatt doesn't owe Smiley anything. So why should he risk his name?
You're right. Let's go.
I don't think I'm being big brotherish about Morg. 2 men killed just for talking to Doc. I can't have Morg associating with Doc until I know the story. You think I'm being unreasonable?
Not to me and you. You think Doc had anything to do with this Wells Fargo job?
No. But Doc's got a lot of friends who are hoodlums. Well, one of them may be involved.
Well, you know what? A man has to be mighty careful when he's dealing with his younger brother. Why don't you just sit there in that chair spell and think about it?
That should be enough. Now, the important thing is that no one knows. You understand that? Morgan?
And John mentioned a man named Smiley. John thinks he had something to do with the holdup.
Smiley. Smiley Dunlap, pal of Doc's.
But Dunlap isn't a robber.
How did Morg get involved in this?
Well, Morg said that Smiley had helped him out of a jam in the Black Hills.
Yeah, that's Smiley Dunlap, all right. Mr. Gibbs! When did they say they were leaving?
Right away. If you hurry, you might stop them.
No, Miss Kate. No, they went after Smiley. Best thing to do is to trail him. Now, Mr. Gibbs, we got to hit the saddle as soon as we can get organized.
How many are we taking?
Well, let's see. Mr. Christie and a special agent are over the Wells Fargo office. Go ask them to join us, would you?
Where will we be heading?
Well, I think Doc and Morgue have already left. We'll trail them.
Right.
Oh, you will be careful, Wyatt. And don't let Morgue get hurt.
And Miss Kate, I aim to look after Doc, too. You know, I got a hunch that Doc is trying to save Smiley Dunlap. Now, Smiley isn't worth one single bullet, but still it is a Christian effort on the part of Doc.
Christian? John?
Miss Kate, the good Lord's been awful patient with Doc. Now, what the good Lord can do, he can at least make a try at. I'll see you later.
You like it?
Oh, it's fine, boys. I just testing. It's real good liquor.
Ought to be. We heisted from a Santa Fe private car. You didn't tell me what's your business here.
Well, Mr. Morgan and I are looking for Smiley Dunlap.
Last I seen of Smiley, he was riding for the Bar X in the Panhandle.
Bar X.
Yeah.
What do you say, Mr. Morgan?
5,000 is worth the ride, Dr. Holliday. Thanks for the grub. Let's push along.
Now, how could Smiley do you out of 5,000?
Well, not me, Buzz. Him. He's a rich greener from Illinois.
Well, why you in on it?
The dictums of common sense.
Huh?
You see, I get half of whatever we collect. This is real good liquor.
Oh, keep it, Doc, keep it.
Well, thank you, friend. And good hunting.
Thanks.
Yeah, they were here, all right. They're using Dietrich's horses.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Old man Dietrich buys Missouri shoes in Kansas City. Yeah, you see these toe cleats? It's muddy and rough going in Missouri.
Well, they're mud cleats, all right, but that don't prove there's old man Dietrich's horses.
Yeah, about 2 hours gone. Get a shotgun. Take a sniff of that and tell me what you smell.
Ain't smell of bourbon whiskey.
Yeah. Doc always tries out the first mouthful of whiskey. He's been Mickey Finn a few times.
That's Doc, all right.
But Wyatt, they have at least a 2-hour headway on us. Why don't we make for the nearest Santa Fe depot and wire the company for new information?
Mr. Christie, you don't know, Doc. It's better on the trail than a bloodhound.
He is a bloodhound. I vote we cut out all this here jabbering and get after him.
Let's move, huh?
Bugs, Camp.
None of your business.
Why, you...
Is this the Bar X camp?
Yes, sir.
I have one more question. Where is Smiley Dunlap?
Dead, I hope.
You what?
No, Doc, don't shoot.
I'm saving your life. Now talk.
Yes, sir, but make him put up his gun.
Doc, you talk fast.
Well, Dunlap stole Greg Norton's girl. Norton and his gang come along and put them both and then rode west.
Who's Greg Norton, you know him?
Yeah. He's a no-count hoodlum, and I know every hoodlum west of Mississippi. Get on your horse. Old man, you better learn to keep a civil tongue in your head.
Yes, sir.
Well, there's Norton's cab.
You think Norton killed Smiley?
I'd bet against it.
Why?
Yeah, he's too cruel. He'd rather punish Smiley Apache fashion. First phase of that punishment was to make him go along in the Wells Fargo job. That made Smiley a criminal.
How many guns does Norton have?
Too many for us. I'll ride down and try to buy Smiley free.
You think Norton will deal?
He might, with me.
What if he gets sore?
I can usually kill 4 men while they're drawing on me. You lay back here and pick some more for the rifle. And we'll both run.
You won't run, Doc. Neither will I.
Well, now, don't be dramatic, son. $500 is generally a lot more persuasive than guns.
Hey, Wyatt, hold up a minute, will you? Wash some of this dirt down. I don't see how that Doc Holliday can travel so far and so fast and be as sick as he is.
Whiskey. He's killing himself with it, Mr. Gibbs. Come on, we're catching up to him. Let's get going.
Man can't even get a drink.
Well, if it ain't Doc Holliday.
I didn't come here to sweet talk with you, Norton. You holding Smiley Dunlap?
I might be.
What do you got against Smiley?
That's personal.
All right. How much would it take to let him go?
Cash money? Oh, I'd say about $1 million.
I'll pay $500.
You're wasting your breath, Doc.
Not nearly as fast as you're wasting yours. How'd you like to run plumb out of breath, real permanent like?
Try to act nice, Doc. We ain't armed. As soon as we seen you coming, I told the boys to take off their gun belts. No way to welcome an old pal being armed.
That's real courteous. You better get your guns.
Oh, no. We could cut you down, but I'd be the first to get it.
That's right.
Grab him.
Turn him loose! Get him in the sack. Let's go. Come on. Tied up.
This should not have happened, Morgan. I specifically told you to lay back and pick some of them off, not come galloping in here in a horse.
I lost my head, I guess.
No, cheer up. It could be worse, I always say.
He always says.
How could it be worse, Dunlap?
Oh, we could have been the victims of injustice, Doc. Marge and me, we did try to double-cross Norton. But you come barging in here, shooting up the place, and that young fella killed one man and wounded another.
That make you feel better?
No.
Boys took a vote, boss. They're in favor of shooting all 4 of them.
Oh, no. That's too easy. We'll take them to the Utah desert and turn them loose without grub or water.
Yeah? When?
When I say so.
Keep low.
That shack down yonder. They got a guard on it.
I reckon, Morgan, Doc, and that shack with Smiley.
Well, we can't rush them. They just got too many guns.
I'll ride to Hayes and bring a posse.
No. Wait until after dark and then we go in.
You'd try that knowing your brother's in there?
Morgan and Doc got themselves into this. Mr. Gibbs, man does what he's taken an oath to do. Now listen.
Jim, Eddie, Rand, Sloper. Each one of you take a lead rope. The rest of you ride rear guard. If we run into any trouble, shoot the prisoners first.
They're getting ready to move out over there, Wyatt.
They got our people on a string?
No, they got one guard leading each horse.
Good. All right, we'll drop the guards. The horses will stampede, take our people out of it. After it's all over, you, Mr. Christie, and Mr. Sandridge, you gather up the prisoners. I don't want Morgan to know I had anything to do with this.
Right.
Let's move. It's getting dark.
Let's go.
I'm off.
Let's go.
Two of you stake out here. The Sandridge, get back in there. All right, here they come.
Throw down them guns. Get off them horses.
Now get down off there. Keep your hand away from that gun. There you go, Sam.
Well, Wyatt, I'm still not admitting that Doc and I couldn't have squirmed out of it some way. But we sure were happy to see Shotgun Gibbs and the Wells Fargo boys. How come you didn't come with them?
Well, I figured that you and Doc could take care of yourselves. You're a big boy now, Morgan.
Thanks, Wyatt. I'll write the folks.
Yeah, you do that. Tell them I send my love, will you? Okay, Sam.
Now, why didn't you tell him the truth?
What, and have him hate me? Well, Morg's my baby brother.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.